I had a conversation with a healer, and she says to me, "Look, Evan, I'm not a psychic, but I'm getting a hit of a past life." And she tells me the story of seeing me kind of dressed in Merlin magician type robes of that era. And I'm in my laboratory, which I find interesting because one of the first guided meditations I ever did when I was about 14 or 15, it took us to having a guide in life. And to me, it was Merlin. So I found this interesting. She said, and you were playing with light, and people bursted in, and it kind of messed up the experiment you were doing. And she said, you've misunderstood your role, thinking that it was your job to somehow ensure that the other people got the light. And what I understood it was that my job was like a scientist. I was playing with light, really for myself and my own discovery. And the reason this is important is because this is a pattern that I continue to carry through maybe multiple lifetimes, or definitely in this lifetime, this burden I have felt that it's my job to kind of make sure other people get the light, and not realizing it was really about me playing with the light for myself and coming to understand that the best way to inspire others is to be the light yourself. Kind of like the image I have. I was in the pool one day, and I could feel the sunlight on me. I'm thinking, well, the sun certainly isn't shining for Evan. It's not thinking, well, let me get this ray down to Evan. That's my responsibility. The sun is being the sun. I happen to be able to receive its light and get nourishment and sustenance and warmth from the light, but it's not there for me. And the same thing hit me for my own light, is to shine for my own light. And just like other people shine for their light, and we get inspired and pick up ideas and motivated by what we see other people doing. And so I go back to this past life Merlin, and realizing my role was not to make sure the other people got the light. It was my own joy of playing with the light. I bring this up because, as I've been saying here, that not that it's surface, but all the movement stuff, the food stuff, these activities that we do are important because I believe they cleanse the portal to be able to better understand our source connection. But it's these issues, be it from past lives or childhood or however you understand it, these patterns that we pick up, these self-limiting, defeating, sabotaging patterns, that it doesn't matter how much movement I do. If I don't clean up the patterns, I'm going to be locked into a way of being. The freedom comes in the healing, the internal healing of these patterns, these beliefs, these misnomers, these wounds that have happened to us. And how do we see ourselves in the light? How do I find out that I'm loved? How do I find that I love myself? This is the core work.